This is Heja Framtiden with Christian von Essen. We're here recording from Tech Arenan in Stockholm at Clarion Hotel. I'm sitting here with Sethu Saveda Suvanam, founder and CEO of a company called Reorbit, who's going to pitch here today. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for inviting me.
You're going to pitch in an hour, but you get to pitch to me now. Tell me about Reorbit. What is it that you do?
So I think before I go into what we do, probably sort of warm you up with how space has been working in the last 64 years and then try to connect what we do.
Yeah.
So if you look at ever since Sputnik 1, which is the first satellite that's been launched, all the way till the satellite that would have been launched today or yesterday, the basic way the satellites are done actually pretty similar. So they're very monolithic, meaning that there's too much of redundancies, too much of ad hocness. So each time there's a customer coming in, you customize. There's quite a lot of manual operations. So almost every satellite that's up is actually quite dumb. So there's a lot of reliance on a human sitting back on the Earth, and there's a lot of babysitting for every satellite. And also today, the way satellites are built are really focused on functionality rather than utility. So say, for instance, there's an operator who launches a satellite, and then they have a payload, which is typically a camera to take pictures of the Earth. Couple of years down the line, the payload evolves because of the growing technology evolution. And then what these operators today do is just dump the satellite, which is fully functional, and then get this new payload, launch a new one. So they're also polluting the space quite a bit. So what we are doing is we are now building satellites very much similar to the computers, the gaming PCs that we know today, where we focus on the software-defined architectures and we treat hardware as a commodity. So therefore, when a customer comes in, we say have a sandbox of software. And then today's space hardware is very well established. So we go to the market, get the exact hardware that we need for this customer, plug it in like how you plug USBs, and they're ready to go. So we are really taking away the customization. Also, our platforms are highly autonomous. So we are basically making whole station keeping and everything quite autonomous. So basically, we are taking away the human involvement of space. So we are really building an intelligent system. Finally, we are also building systems that are reusable. So in a way, once you launch a satellite from us, you launch another satellite from us, they're straight away connected. They can exchange data. They can exchange their resources. So now I'll go back to the example I said. So now there's an operator who launches a payload, which is optical camera. 2 years down the line, the payload evolves. So instead of them launching a new satellite and dumping this, they can now just launch a small payload that goes very close to the existing satellite that's already there, and they start sharing the resources. Thereby, they could just upgrade their satellite as they grow. So in a way, we are also, making the space in a much more optimal manner to utilize the resources.
Wow, interesting. So how far have you come on this journey?
So we are 2 years old company, and we have actually gone quite ahead, quite a far for a 2 years old company. So we are already having a big contract now. We are manufacturing a 3 satellite constellation for a company which is based in Japan, and they're backed by Mitsubishi and JBL, which is one of the largest bank in Japan. And also, we have built a pipeline of 16 other customers. We are contract negotiating with some of them. So we have progressed quite a bit. And this is also a testimony to the vacuum in the market that's there. And also, we have a great team. We have some of the big veterans in the space, some of the big guys who have been building space satellites for past 20, 30 years. So that's been also quite, successful journey so far for us to get these big guys and work on board Reorbit.
Yeah, because now space tech is all about sustainability and affordability.
Yes.
And you can cut costs in an impressive range at the moment.
Exactly. I mean, I would put it this way. So space has gone through one revolution in last, around 10 years ago, which was primarily on miniaturization. So space has been 20 years ago, space has been just for the big guys. Around 10, 15 years ago, space sort of started opening up for commercial applications, primarily because of the miniaturization of the satellites. And now this miniaturization or this revolution has given rise to exponential increase in the number of satellites. I think now we are looking at another revolution where from sort of taking away space from the big guys to the commercialization, we are now going to a area where people are now thinking about return on investments, thinking about how you could start optimizing these resources. And that's where I think the next revolution would be around distributed architectures, and that's what Reorbit is really at the forefront. And in fact, we've been advocating the distributed architectures since last 2 years, and I think about a month ago, Elon Musk came and he actually tweeted that all their Starlink satellites would have the ability to connect with each other. And this is like the first announcement anyone has made after that we did. So again, this is a testimony to what we sort of believe where space is going and what we are working on.
And do you provide a dashboard for the customer to follow the satellites and see what's happening?
Yes, we do. Yeah. So in a way, we do space as a service, meaning that our core expertise is building satellites, but also then attached to that is the, let's say, all the software resources that would go into to do the operations and the dashboards.
And you're based here in Stockholm?
So we have 3 branches. So our headquarters is in Helsinki.
Okay.
And we have a subsidiary in Stockholm. And we also have a small office in Argentina as well.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from, I've been living in Sweden now for past 12 years. So I'm Swedish, but originally from India.
Okay.
So we started out in Sweden, but we moved out our headquarters to Finland.
Reorbit.space. You can find more information about this amazing service and the company. Thank you so much, Sethu, for coming to the podcast.
Thank you for having me here.
Herframtiden.se, you can find more information about everything that I do regarding this podcast. My name is Christian von Essen. Thank you for listening.